Good morning, beloveds. I'm being distracted by the cat. My little green-eyed monster's in here. The one who doesn't like to be on camera and would freak out if I picked him up, so I'm not going to pick him up. Let's see. Nope. I get down there and he immediately lays down. He's like, I don't want to be on camera. He does not make cameos. So, it is December 9th. Our title is Money is God in Action. Our quote is, the virtuous, excellent man cheerfully attains the state of God, the gods. And this is the Uttaradhyayana Sutra. And that is Uttaradhyayana Sutra, 721. So, Buddhist, Hindu, I'm honestly not sure. Money is God's means of giving me ease and freedom. It is the symbol of the divine supply forever maintaining me in comfort. I like money, and I appreciate the money I use. I like all people who have money, spend money, and enjoy the use of money. I like the comforts and luxuries of life, and I believe God wants me to be happy and prosperous. I do not want another's money because God gives me the ability to earn my own. My earning capacity depends on my consciousness, and I now have a prosperity consciousness. I receive money with appreciation, and I spend money with wisdom. I know that God is my source, and that more money will flow in to fill my every need. Money is God in action. I think in large and generous terms. Realizing that my thinking determines my experience, I now let money appear in all possible ways. My faith determines my fortune. All of God offers itself to me, and my financial ease is a part of God's loving care of me. I rejoice when I pay my bills. I see each bill as an avenue for releasing abundance into a good channel. Everyone I owe has faith in me, and I am worthy of that faith. I pay my bills on time and with joy. I love to release the good which has come to me. Money is mine to use, but not to own. It circulates in my life with accuracy and ease. God's money comes to me in order that I shall pay it out. Money is God's ease in my life. The universe supports me and maintains me in freedom, because God is the source and the continuance of the good. The mind which created me sustains me. I use money for the glory of God and the good of my fellow man, and the ease of my own experience. I do not worship it, nor over-evaluate it. I see it as a means of exchange. I do not have fear of lack, for always God prospers an alert mind. Recognizing the spiritual value of money, it increases in my world. Money received and spent with wisdom is the circulation of ease for man. I have a right to this ease, and I claim it. The things that money can buy will make my life richer and easier. I know my own spiritual responsibility for the right use of money. Money is God's way of making my life free. Nobody likes to talk about money. Nobody likes to talk about money. And yet Ernest just wrote an entire page on money. But a couple of the things that he said are super important to remember when it comes to dealing with money. It's not real. It is a symbol. It is an agreement. And it is meant to be used, not hoarded. And that's some of the things that he says that make you go, no, okay. And I like the fact that the title is Money is God in Action. And the quote, the virtuous and excellent man cheerfully attains the state of the gods. The virtuous and excellent man. So, okay. So money is God's means of giving me ease and freedom. It is a symbol of divine supply forever maintaining me in comfort. It's a symbol. It's an agreement that we have made. It's not real. I mean, go back and look at the history of money. It's not real. It never has been. Even when it was gold, gold only has the value of what you can exchange it for. It's like, but you can't eat it. So it's not real. It is energy. It is an agreement. And it allows us the ease of transaction. If I had to bring so many chickens to trade for so many of your oranges, that would be interesting. And so it does go a long way to making life easy. But then we get weird about it. But I like that he says, I like money and I appreciate the money I use. I like all people who have money, spend money, and enjoy the use of money. So, because money is not to be hoarded. It's not. It is to be used. But he does go on to say it is to be used wisely. I like the comforts and luxuries of life, and I believe God wants me to be happy and prosperous. I do not want another's money. It's like, I don't need to take it away from anybody else. And that's kind of a core, principle of Science of Mind. What we want for ourselves, we want for others. We understand that there is enough, that we don't have to take it away from anybody else, because there's enough for us. And so that's what he says. I don't want another's money because God gives me the ability to earn my own. My earning capacity depends upon my consciousness. And I now have a prosperity consciousness. And so that's one of the things that we work on, about seeing the richness of life. Because honestly, money isn't the richness of life. To some degree, what we can do with money is the richness of life. But the richness of life also comes with your relationships, your friendships, where what you do with your free time. And to a degree, what you do for work. Because if you don't enjoy your work, boy, you're earning every penny that you make. And I don't mean that in a good way. So the richness of your life does depend on a lot of things that aren't money, but can be related to money. I receive money with appreciation and I spend my money with wisdom. Gratitude. I know that God is my source and that more money flows in to fill my every need. Money is God in action, which is true, because think of all the things that we do in God's name with money, both the good and the bad. Because as I said, we can get some funny ideas about what we do with money. I think in large and generous terms, realizing my thinking determines my experience. I now let money appear in all possible ways. We can get very limited and narrow about the way money comes to us. It can come to us in a lot of interesting, different ways if we're open to them. My faith determines my fortune. That can ring a little hard on the ears. I understand. All of God offers itself to me, and my financial ease is part of God's loving care of me. So there's no reason not to pray for money. Okay? There's no reason not to pray for new and interesting ways for money to come to you. All right? Because money is part of that. Ernest is quite clear. My financial ease is part of God's loving care of me. So, feel free to tweet about it. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with tweeting about money. I rejoice when I pay my bills. And actually, I learned that was it in Heartfelt Living, I think? I actually use a sparkly crystal pen to pay my bills. And I try to bless the bills when I pay them. Because I feel better that way. It works. Try it. You don't have to use a sparkly pen, but I love to release the good which has come to me. I love to release the good which has come to me in ways where I go to, like when we went to Dickens on the Strand and I went and bought things from artists. I bought things from people who made them with their own hands. And I love to do that because that exchange right there, that feels good. I didn't get a whole lot to do it a whole lot at the Renaissance Festival because we were really busy where I worked. But that's one of my favorite ways to do that exchange. Everyone I owe has faith in me, and I am worthy of that faith. Oh, wait, hang on. I see each bill as an avenue for releasing abundance into a good channel. Everyone I owe has faith in me, and I am worthy of that faith. I pay my bills on time and with joy. Oh, there it is. I love to release the good which has come to me. Money is mine to use, but not to own. Not to own. And that's what I'm talking about. When we own money, it owns us. So that's one of those things. It's like, yes, you need to have enough set aside for, he's not saying don't have a savings account, but don't get so focused on putting money away that you forget to live. Don't get so focused on putting money away that you don't enjoy it. Don't get so focused on putting money away that you're taking it away from other people. I think that's what he's talking about there. On multiple levels, because when you own money, money owns you. If money is all you think about, you've got a pretty small life. And it is definitely not rich. It is definitely not. There's no depth, there's no richness, there's nothing but money, and money is cold and hard when you use it like that. It circulates in my life with accuracy and ease. God's money comes to me in order that I shall pay it out. Money is God's ease in my life. The universe supports me and maintains me in freedom because God is the source and continuance of good. And here he's reminding us, money isn't the source of our good. God is the source of our good. Money is just one of the ways that good comes to us. The mind which created me sustains me. I use money for the glory of God and the good of my fellow human and the ease of my own experience. Don't short yourself when it comes to money. You know, we can get a little too, what's that? It's not aesthetic, but it sounds that way. We can get a little weird about, we can get a lot weird about money. I do not worship it nor over-evaluate it. I see it as a means of exchange. I have not fear of lack, for always God prospers an alert mind. If I am conscious, then new ways will come to me to get what I need, and it doesn't always have to be with money. It doesn't always have to be with money. Recognizing the spiritual value in money, it increases in my world. So the spiritual value of money sounds a little weird, but it is what it is. If we recognize that it is an energy, it is an exchange. Oh, this is going to go really bad in just a minute. I'm going to have to go get that cat. That it's not real. Then we can do so much more with it. Money received and spent with wisdom is the circulation for the ease of humanity. Not one, but all. I have a right to this ease, and I claim it. The things that money can buy will make my life richer and easier. I know my spiritual responsibility for the right use of money. Money is God's way of making my life free. And now I can't go get the cat because she's now in a place I can't get to. All right, beloveds. I did not realize it created a a platform for her to get into that, that's going to be fun to watch her get out. All right. The mission today, should we choose to accept it? I'm going to use this one because like I said, I learned this in Heartfelt Living. I rejoice when I pay my bills. Try it. The mission for today is to be grateful when you pay your bills. To be grateful. Think of all of the things that when you pay your bills that it goes on to do. I.e. the water bill. Because it goes to, at least in my neighborhood, the water bill, one, pays for the water that comes to my house so that I can wash my clothes and I can wash my dishes, and I can flush my toilets and I can wash me and my hair. But it also pays for the trash pickup, which helps keep my neighborhood clean. And it pays for the maintenance of those, the water. It also, I believe, helps to maintain some of, like, the emergency, the fire things. So those are all of the things that when I pay that water bill, I get to be grateful for. Try it. It might ease some of the sting of, oh, she made it out. All right. It might ease some of the sting of paying those bills when you think of all the things. And think of the salaries of the people who work in the water, you know, those, you're paying them. You're paying their salaries, and then their kids are going to school. So it's try it. Just try it. You don't have to use a sparkly pen. Just rejoice when you pay it. Be grateful. Think of all the wonderful things that you know that money is going to go do. All right, beloveds. I also encourage you, as I always do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. Whatever it looks like. Whatever it looks like. No matter how big or small. If you need to take the entire day to do loving, kind, compassionate things for yourself, please do that. Or if a 5-minute cup of tea will do it. Every single day, because I want it to become your first response. I want it to become your default setting. I want it to become a habit. So that when things happen, your first response is going to be loving, kind, and compassionate, especially with yourself. You are a beloved child of God and you deserve it. All right? Absolutely. Absolutely. I do encourage you, engage your mind and your body. To go get a face full of sun. There is a little bit of sun this morning. It's kind of foggy. The weather's... we might break the record today for heat. It could be 84 degrees. And it is December 9th. Ugh. Not happy with the weather. But I'm okay. But drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water. And whatever else you do, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you you live in heaven right here, right now. It is all around you. All you got to do is look for the good and praise it. It's a lesson I learned from Emma that I love. Okay, beloved, I'm going to stop talking. It's Thursday night. Oh, there's a prayer circle tonight if you need it on Telebridge, done by John Rennie and Marissa, 2 wonderful practitioners. I believe it's at 7 Eastern time. I mean Central time. Forgot where I live for a minute. Central time. So email info@creativelife.org if you want that information to get on that. Get on the mailing list. That way you know what's going on even when I don't. Catch us on the social medias. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channels. Mine is The Running Rev Ryan, and Creative Life Spiritual Center is The Centers. Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. tomorrow. Do what you need to do to make it a great day, an amazing day, a wonderful day, a fantastic day, an enchanting day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You're enough. You always have been, and you always will be. All right, beloveds. Know that you're loved, and I will see you next time.